Did this Spider-Man No Way Home scene tease/confirm that we will be getting new characters in the upcoming MCU Spider-Man College trilogy and that we may never see Ned or MJ again? Let's talk about that. What's up guys, Scarlet here, and today we will be talking about this very specific scene from No Way Home where they're on the rooftop and talking about their future and stuff like that, and I think this may have went over everyone's heads, or maybe it could be a plot hole depending on what they decide to do for MCU Spider-Man 4. Before I start the video, I talk a lot about Spider-Man and Marvel in general, and I enjoy the occasional DC as well, so if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. So as I said, we will be going over the scene where the trio of Peter, Ned, and MJ are on the roof of their school in the beginning of the movie. So I'll play the clip for you guys just so it's fresh in your mind, and then I'll break it down after.
MIT's obviously the dream, but if we match up our backup schools, then either way we'll all be together in Boston. New school, new town. I can Spider-Man there. I mean, they have crime in Boston, right?
Yes.
Yeah, wicked crime.
Yeah, so it'll be like a fresh start.
So you're probably thinking, okay, what's so special about this clip? So let me break it down for you. So Peter says MIT is obviously the dream, right? He specifically mentions MIT at first, which is where Ned and MJ are confirmed to be going to by the end of the movie. Keep that in mind. He then goes on to say, but if we match up our backup schools, either way, we will be in Boston. So he's basically saying that if they don't match up their backup schools, they don't have a 100% chance of being in Boston unless they all make it into MIT. But since he just said if they do match up their backup schools, either way they will go to Boston together, and he can Spider-Man there, they have crime, etc. And this implies that MIT is in Boston is confirmed. Now that last part about he can Spider-Man there, that's irrelevant. They're not going to move Spider-Man to Boston. I highly doubt that, because like, what? His home is New York City. So now with that being said, do you guys get where this is going? I think that we most likely probably won't see any more of Ned and MJ returning in the upcoming college trilogy for MCU Spider-Man. But at the same time, in an article from earlier this year, Tom Rothman, the chairman from Sony, he did say that we hope to get working on the next Spider-Man movie, meaning solo Spider-Man movie, and Deadline asked, with John Watts, Tom, and Zendaya returning, he then says the whole group we hope. But hypothetically, if Zendaya and Jacob Batalon, even though Jacob isn't mentioned in the article, if they do come back, this will be a major plot hole unless they explain their way around this one. But now with that, the question is, what if Zendaya and Jacob Batalon won't be returning as their respective roles as MJ and Ned leads? Who will be replacing them as supporting roles in Peter Parker and Spider-Man's life in MCU Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6? There's a lot of options, but I would have to say some of the more notable obvious ones would be Gwen Stacy, which would introduce her dad, Captain Stacy, a police detective, so that's two characters in one sort of situation, and as well as Harry Osborn, which would also introduce Norman Osborn again, so two more characters in one. And this one might be confusing at first, but MJ, and I know we had an MJ which was Zendaya, but I mean the real MJ, Mary Jane Watson, not Michelle Jones. And no hate to that character, it was cool to see Zendaya and Tom together, cool couple as Peter and Michelle Jones and all that stuff, but we all know that wasn't our MJ. That obviously wasn't Mary Jane Watson. It might be a little weird though, like if you met a second MJ but with a different name, so I don't know, if they don't do that, I get it totally, it's okay. It might be weird, but I feel like they should have done a different character maybe for Zendaya, or maybe like even a different actor for Michelle Jones and save Zendaya for the real MJ, like aka Mary Jane Watson. I think that would have been a lot better, but oh well, too late now. Now for the more or less obvious ones, but just as likely, I would hope at least, I would like to see Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat. We have yet to see Black Cat on the big screen, and they do seem to want to do more characters that have yet to make their debut on the big screen, so I think there's a good chance that we might be able to see Black Cat in the MCU. The only issue with this is if Sony wants to let Black Cat be a thing in the MCU, or if they want to leave her for her own stupid little solo movie for their universe, or some ridiculous idea along those lines. But anyway, that's everything I got for you guys today. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel and enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. If you already have subscribed, don't forget to leave your opinion on what we talked about today, or your opinion on today's video in the comments below. I always read and respond to comments. Do you guys agree with my theory and think maybe we won't see MJ and Ned ever again, or do you think nah, we definitely will? That was probably a plot hole. Let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want more of this type of content. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.